After the catastrophic event known as the Ruins, the fabric of society within a particular community was radically restructured. Emotions, love, colors, and differences were eradicated from the lives of individuals in this community, as they were deemed potential sources of conflict. Even memories were systematically erased. All recollections of humanity's past were entrusted to a single individual referred to as the memory receiver. The memory receiver bore the responsibility of harboring the collective memories of the human race. As these receivers aged, they were succeeded by new memory receivers. The former memory receivers were then titled the giver, tasked with educating and transferring memories to the new recipients. This process granted only the memory receivers and their apprentices the ability to perceive colors, an experience exclusive to this community. The community was governed by the elders, collectively known as the elders, under the leadership of the chief elder. The narrative of the film centers around a teenager named Jonas, a 16-year-old boy residing in this community. He shares close friendships with Asher and Fiona. The trio anticipates the upcoming graduation ceremony, during which they will learn about their designated roles within the community. A day before the celebration, Jonas and his friends visit the Nurturing Center, a facility where newborns are cared for. It's worth noting that Jonas's father works there as well. In this setting, Jonas encounters a crying baby named Gabriel, whose father informs him of the baby's name. On graduation day, the children are greeted by the chief elder, who reveals the roles each child will undertake. Asher is assigned to become a drone pilot, and Fiona is designated to work at the Nurturing Center. While all the other children receive their placements, Jonas does not. The chief elder personally approaches Jonas and informs him that he will be the next receiver of memory. The following day, Jonas embarks on his training with an elderly man known as the Giver. Slowly, Jonas starts to receive memories, one after the other. Throughout his time with the Giver, Jonas not only gains knowledge of the past, but also experiences emotions such as joy, pain, death, and even love, in a detached and analytical manner, devoid of personal feelings. As his bond with the Giver strengthens, Jonas delves deeper into understanding history and the complexity of human emotions. After each session, he returns home to find a nurse delivering Gabriel to his father. Jonas embraces Gabriel's presence, and he comes to realize that he, Gabriel, and the Giver share a unique birthmark, a sign that Gabriel might become the next receiver of memory in the future. This shared mark strengthens their connection, and a close bond forms between Jonas and Gabriel. During one of his training sessions, Jonas receives a memory that gradually allows him to perceive colors in his surroundings, a phenomenon that was absent in his previous world. This newfound experience of color opens his eyes to a world that was once devoid of vibrancy. As Jonas continues to explore the depth of human experiences through his training, his perspective on life expands, and he begins to question the limitations imposed by his controlled environment. Through this thought-provoking journey, Jonas evolves from a curious individual to a critical thinker, challenging the very foundations of his society. The relationship between Jonas and Gabriel grows stronger as they both become symbols of change and hope in a world that had otherwise suppressed individuality and emotions. The Giver then proceeds to explain to Jonas that differences in color, ethnicity, and even memories were eliminated by the elders to establish a sense of equality. According to the elders, these differences had the potential to breed envy and lead to other complications within the community. The Giver poses a question to Jonas about his stance on this notion of equality, to which Jonas agrees. However, he adds that the newfound experience of witnessing colors was truly mesmerizing and beautiful. In their subsequent meeting, Jonas learns about the existence of a boundary known as Elsewhere. This place lies beyond the confines of the controlled community and still retains memories, emotions, love, and, importantly, colors. Jonas begins to piece together a theory. If the receiver of memory were to leave for Elsewhere, the memories stored within the community would be restored, enabling everyone to perceive colors and experience emotions once again. The Giver concurs with this hypothesis, recognizing the potential for a more enriched existence. At this point, the Giver imparts a significant revelation to Jonas. The daily injections that people receive are designed to suppress their ability to feel emotions. Armed with this knowledge, Jonas decides to cease receiving these daily injections, realizing that the true extent of human experiences and emotions has been deliberately withheld from his society. In a subsequent training session, Jonas is exposed to memory projections that unveil the tragic tale of Rosemary, the daughter of the giver. Rosemary was the previous receiver of memory before Jonas. However, her experience with the memories proved overwhelming, leading her to a state of deep despair. Ultimately, unable to bear the weight of these memories, she requests to be released via lethal injection, a decision that forever impacts the giver and serves as a poignant reminder of the profound consequences that the manipulation of memories and emotions can have. As Jonas continues his journey of uncovering the truth about his community, he grapples with the immense responsibility that comes with being the receiver of memory. Each revelation pushes him to question the validity of his society's principles and further solidifies his determination to forge a different path for himself and those he cares about. Jonas also witnesses a memory projection in which he observes his father and a nurse at the nurturing center. The nurse cradles one baby, while Jonas's father holds another baby deemed too weak to thrive. His father then proceeds to perform a specific action on the baby's head, causing its demise. The lifeless infant is subsequently placed in a container and discarded. This shocking revelation incites a surge of anger within Jonas, compelling him to yearn for a liberation of his community, an emancipation that would reintroduce color, emotions, and love to their lives. The haunting memory further fuels Jonas's conviction that the community needs to be freed from its emotional suppression and limitations. The giver, who still carries the weight of his own daughter's tragic fate, finds himself in agreement with Jonas's fervent desire for change. United by their shared objective, Jonas embarks on a plan to venture beyond the boundary to elsewhere, a place that holds the promise of a life imbued with the richness of experiences. When Jonas encounters Fiona once more, he expounds upon the knowledge he has acquired and encourages her to cease receiving the daily injections. Returning home, Jonas discovers that his father has been assigned the task of releasing Gabriel, who has been returned to the nurturing center. Gabriel's impending release is justified by the elders, who believe that he doesn't conform to their desired standards. Fueled by his determination to protect Gabriel, and catalyzed by this revelation, Jonas concocts a clandestine plan to rescue Gabriel and escape to elsewhere. However, as Jonas sets his plan into motion, he faces an unexpected obstacle in the form of Asher. Their confrontation escalates to the point where Jonas reluctantly strikes Asher, clearing the path for his escape. Making his way to the nurturing center, Jonas successfully retrieves Gabriel, aided by Fiona, who joins their mission. This daring act of defiance against the established order marks a turning point in Jonas's journey, as he embraces his role as a catalyst for change and courageously defies the constraints imposed by the community. As Jonas and Gabriel journey toward an uncertain future, their flight represents a profound commitment to reclaiming human experiences that were once suppressed. Their courageous defiance against a society built on conformity and control becomes a beacon of hope for a world that had forgotten the beauty of colors, the depth of emotions, and the power of love. Jonas then stole a motorcycle and left with Gabriel. Asher was later instructed by the chief elder to use a drone to locate and kill Jonas. When Asher found Jonas and Gabriel in the desert, Jonas pleaded with Asher to trust him and let them go. Asher captured them with a drone but then released them by dropping them into a river. When questioned by the chief elder, Asher lied and said he had followed her orders. The elders watched footage showing Fiona helping Jonas and Gabriel escape. The elders then decided to bring Fiona to Jonas's father, who was assigned to kill her. As Fiona was about to be killed, the giver tried to convince the chief elder to free the community. Unmoved by his words, the chief elder affirmed that freedom is a bad idea because, if allowed, people usually make poor choices. As Jonas's father was about to inject Fiona, Jonas successfully crossed the border.
Loss and pain. You felt that.
This caused all the memories and colors to return to the community. Everyone started to feel emotions again. Fiona and Jonas's mother also shed tears. Fiona was spared from being killed. On the other side, Jonas and Gabriel, cold from entering a snowy area, found a cabin just like the one he had seen in the memories provided by the giver earlier. They entered the cabin and realized that he and the giver had succeeded in freeing the community. The movie ends. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. Because by subscribing you have supported me to make better videos. See you in the next video.